The following is a presentation of the Black Hollywood Live Network, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. Hollywood Redefined. From Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is Black Hollywood Live, Reality Check, featuring in-depth interviews with today's reality TV stars. Black Hollywood Live, Hollywood Redefined.
You're listening to Black Hollywood Live.
And now, the host of Black Hollywood Live, Reality Check.
Oh, y'all wrong
Next
for
time.
that.
Next time.
I'm out.
Welcome everyone to Black Hollywood Live Reality Check. I am your host, Ashley Gray, and joined in studio with me, I have none other than Lolly White. How are you doing?
Girl, I'm doing fine, and you?
I am doing amazing. We are excited to talk about Preacher's Daughters. Make sure that you guys catch it tonight on Lifetime. What time is it coming on?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. Make sure that you watch it. Tweet at us. Where can they find you on Twitter?
Lollywood.
Lollywood.
The O's in wood are zeros.
Ooh,
Okay.
fancy. And you guys know you can find me at Ashley Gray TV on Twitter and on Instagram. Before we get into our interview with you, I want to talk about Khloe Kardashian versus Amber Rose. Whose team are you on?
I'm on both teams.
Really? You
I
can't
like
be
both of
jumping
them.
ship. You got to be on one team, one boat, or the other.
I'm the same across the board. I'm gonna always say that. Lolly don't take sides.
Well, you know, I just recently watched the interview with Kanye West on The Breakfast Club, and he kind of dogged out Amber Rose. This is what he said, paraphrasing, of course. He was like, you know what, I had to take 30 showers before I got with Kim because I guess he was inferring that that's just how disgusting Amber Rose is. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, that was very mean. That was a low blow. But I mean, she took shots at his wife.
First of all, let me tell you what Amber said back to him, though. And she actually added him on Twitter and was like, oh, but Kim Kardashian let Ray J all over her in UT.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
But that's the truth, though. It's like, how can you say that about me, but
Right.
your wife just let
Right.
Ray J bloop all over her, and it was not whipped cream.
It was not whipped cream.
No, it wasn't whipped cream. But that's really gross. So now, with all that being said, are you Team Khloe or Team Amber?
I'm Team Bold.
Oh, man.
They both bring something different to the table.
They do.
In my life. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, Amber like to turn up and have fun all the time. So do I.
Yeah.
Khloe Kardashian, she step out and she's just the shit. You know what I'm And
So
that's
am
what
I.
Yeah.
Yes,
So, I
girl.
mean,
Yes, I
hey.
love it. So, how do you feel about Kylie and Tyga? No, Tyga. Tyga, right? I always mess up his name.
I don't even know. Tiger, whatever.
He's 25 and she's 17 years old. And Kanye kind of slipped up and was like, yeah, I mean, they're in love. What can I say? So pretty much he confirmed that they
they're
are
dating.
dating after Tyga, whatever, was just on The Breakfast Club denying it.
Right.
How do you feel about that? Because that's a really big age difference. Not to mention, Kylie isn't legal.
Well, like I said, you know, let's not act like we haven't been there before. I've dated an older man before.
I'm about to get all the tea
And
tonight.
I know you have too.
I mean, I was 18, so
And that's
technically it doesn't matter.
But that's really not a big age difference. I mean, look at Jay-Z and Beyonce. Now that's a major age difference. You know what I'm saying? I think people really just looking into it too deep. Like if they're in love, who cares? Shit. We ain't fucking Tiger, are we?
So what if she was 15 and he was 25? Uh-oh. Now the tables have turned. All of a sudden, there was a deep sigh. What's the difference now?
If you're in love, you're in love. Go for it. I don't have anything to say.
Okay, well, let's get into Preacher's Daughters. Now, we have something in common. I'm also a Preacher's daughter.
Girl,
I'm a
your
double
mouth.
PK girl. A double. My mother and father are both ministers. I'm an angel. Oh my gosh.
Oh, so I know your kind, girl.
See, and this is what I want to
here,
talk
though.
about. No, what do you mean we here?
We
Because
here.
I ain't bad.
You ain't bad?
I'm not.
I'm not bad either.
Okay.
I'm not.
That's what all PKs say.
But we're not.
No, exactly. No, I think that there's a stigma that comes along with preachers' kids that is not necessarily true.
Right. I
do know some individuals who are, and then I know some who are not, like us.
Right.
We're angels. So tell me about your experience on the show.
A great experience. I loved it. I would do it again. The turn up in Cabo was real. Let me tell you. All that alcohol, girl, woo, and all them men.
So a lot of girls weren't feeling you, though. Like, why do you think that they were being
because they don't know who they are as a woman.
Who are they? Give me some names.
Well, you know what?
Yes, I need names. I need names, Lolly.
None of
your
them.
lollipops need names.
Yeah, no, my lollipops, they tune in and they watch the show. They know who the girls are. And as a matter of fact, I am the show, so we don't even need to talk about them. They're irrelevant.
Ooh, yes, and I saw that you tweeted that out today. Like, you literally are the show.
I am.
Now, let me talk about you being a PK. Was there any pressure from society or your parents to act a certain way? Because I know you left your father's church to, explore yourself outside of, like, being under him. Was there any kind of pressure to act a certain way, to conform to certain values, morals, beliefs?
Yes, the biggest one was no sex before marriage.
Whoa, so wait, hold up. True or false? Are you a virgin or no?
Absolutely not. But I am celibate. It's been 3 years.
So what was the change of mindset?
Well, I broke up with my boyfriend after 6 years, and I was just like, you know what? This pussy is gonna be on lock. Period. Point blank. And since then, it's just been on lock. I haven't found that special guy that deserve it.
So most Christians believe that you are not supposed to have sex before marriage. What's your take on that? Obviously you have, but what's your take on it?
I do believe in it now, but back then, no. It's like, what? You want me to be with one dick forever? It's like 50 million dicks out here. Like, are you serious? And then they was like, no sex. Like, they kept telling me, that's only gonna make me want the dick even more. Telling me, it's like, don't touch the fire, it's hot. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna just touch it just to see if it's hot.
Now, had they put so much emphasis on it, I probably will still be a virgin to this day. You gotta raise your kids differently. You hear that, world?
Do you hear that, world? So, let me ask you this. Has it only been one guy? Has it been multiple guys?
What do you mean?
Like, that you've had sex with?
One particular guy.
Oh, so that's great. So it's still, me personally, I grew up just like you. I felt like it was just embedded in me, like, drilled. You do not have sex before marriage. You do not have sex before marriage. And for me, it didn't create a really healthy environment with my relation, like my mind thinking to sex. Like, I thought sex was dirty, and I thought that it was something that you're not supposed to do. So these feelings that I had growing up, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to take a shower because I'm dirty. I'm having dirty thoughts.
Right.
And I feel like that is something that the church needs to reevaluate and they need to just refocus.
But looking back on it, I do wish I was still a virgin.
Really?
You could wait.
Really?
It's not worth it.
So why do you say it's not worth it?
Well, first of all, it's very painful losing when the cherry is popped.
Pop that cherry.
It really hurt. It really hurts. And then not only that, I'm not even with that guy anymore. Like, and I gave myself to him. What the fuck?
Yeah.
So now I'm the one stuck here with a, pop cherry. I ain't even with him no more, Do
you regret it, or are you happy that you did
Lolly
it?
has no regrets.
Lollipops, you hear that? No regrets.
No regrets.
Just do it.
I was living in that moment, and in that moment, I thought I was in love. So, hey, it is what it is.
So you'll say, like, if you feel like you're in love, be with one person, and you can give yourself to this person because you love them. Silence. She thinking about
well, in the Bible world, God say no sex before marriage. But if you in love with him and you know that's your significant other, then I'm not gonna tell you to have sex.
Yeah.
You do what you want to do. Shit.
So you mentioned the Bible world. What world do you live in? The Bible world or the other world? Like, which one?
I live in the Bible world. I mean, being a Christian is just, that's what it is. It's just a religion. You have to have a relationship with God at the end of the day.
That's how I feel. I feel like it's more so a relationship. I don't get caught up in like any specific religion. Like I'm non-denominational. I don't claim like, oh, I'm Catholic or I'm Baptist or I'm this. It's just like I love God and I believe in Him. I'm very spiritual. It's a relationship. You feel me? So
And just for people out there, if you're wondering, well, how do you know if God's talking to you? He really comes to you as your personality. She's very more soft-spoken than I am, and I'm probably more, rougher than she is. So when God comes to me, He's not like, hey, Lolly. He's like, hey, Lolly. you weren't supposed to be over there. You know what I'm saying? So you know when God's presence is aware, is in the room.
No, I totally get it. I totally get it. So let's talk about you leaving your father's church. How did that go? Did you approach him and say, you know what, I'm not feeling this. I want to just kind of exclude myself?
Yeah. I just stopped going.
Really?
I didn't even let him know. I had a breaking point, and it was just like, I can't.
So what was that breaking point? Tell me about it.
Just the church, we've been there for years, and I haven't been seeing change, and it was just like, I need to change. I'm no longer growing.
That's true.
And it's not all on him. It's everybody as a whole. So I found it elsewhere.
So does anyone ever call you a hypocrite?
All the time, especially on Daughters. I'm the biggest hypocrite. I'm like, well, damn.
So how do you react to that negativity?
I don't care, because they don't have a hell or heaven to put me in at the end of the day.
See, I thought you were about to say, you know what, I pray for him. The first, you was like, I don't care.
I don't. I'm going to still be me. I'm going to still be lollipopping. And what are you doing?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hashtag, what are you doing?
Right.
Speaking of hashtags, guys, let us know your thoughts and your feelings on Twitter at AfterBuzzTV.com. And, of course, your Twitter again.
It's Lollywood.
Lollywood. So let us know what you guys are thinking and tell us how you feel. Are you religious, or what religion do you associate yourself with? We totally would want to know. So let's get back into our interview. Preacher's daughters. Okay, so you told me that some of the girls are fake and they're haters. What made you want to stay?
What made me want to stay in the house?
No, yeah, just stay. Because some people would be like, I'm just, okay.
Girls, damn them at the end of the day. I'm in Cabo. You think I give a fuck what they think? Please. Yeah. I party by myself. Oh, y'all got issues? Okay, see you later.
So some people were also upset with you because you were there to do missionary work, but it seemed like you just wanted to party.
I did. When I first got there, I'm not going to lie.
I love your honesty.
I was not about to go paint a church or whatever it is they did in the first mission. Absolutely not. I'm about to go have me a pina colada on the beach. I'm in Cabo.
I want to go to Cabo with you.
Let's go.
Can we go to Cabo?
It was so much fun. Yes.
I really want to go. You are so much fun.
Yes, let's go.
Okay, so pretty much you stayed there because it was fun for you. You enjoyed your experience. Let me ask you this. What do you hope to gain from all of this?
Well, it's not what I hoped. It's actually what I gained. My relationship with God has gotten very, very close, believe it or not, world. But our relationship is untouchable. It grew us closer. Regardless of what I'm being portrayed as on TV or what people think of me, God is like, girl, we got bigger devils to fight. This ain't nothing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So do you want to, be like the superstar? Because we have our Kim Kardashians, we have our Nene Leakes, we have our Cynthia Baileys.
That's crazy. Everybody keep comparing me to Nene Leakes, and I love it. Thank you. But I just want to be a cover girl. I love makeup. I love posing. I love taking selfies. That's what I do for a living. I take selfies.
So you do want to reach a level of success such as Nene Leakes, and you want to.
Of course.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I totally agree. Some people, they shy away from the spotlight once they get into it, and then some people just keep going and propelling because
I always
they love
knew
it.
I was born to be in the entertainment business. That's my purpose in life. God already told me that, and I think that's what a lot of people don't realize. You need to get a relationship with God, and He'll tell you what your purpose is. Hello.
So outside of, well, not necessarily outside of entertainment, but inside of entertainment, what else would you see yourself doing besides doing the reality show?
Acting, singing. I'm a triple threat. You call me Lolly can do it. She pops.
I love her. I love it. So you're on a reality show. What's your favorite reality show outside of yours, of course? What's your guilty pleasure?
Well, you know, right now I'm hooked on Marriage Boot Camp.
Really?
And I ain't even married.
I used to watch that a while ago and I stopped. How is it?
Girl, it's so funny. It's so funny. Oh my goodness. I laugh so hard because these couples are really trying to get it together. But they're getting it together in front of the whole world. And they're like, oh, I'm shy. I can't. They're timid. You know, the shit's good.
Oh my goodness. So besides Marriage Boot Camp, is there another one?
It's not, you said reality, huh? I watched the Kardashians.
You know what?
The Kardashians.
I really like the Kardashians. Mm-hmm. It's just some stuff that
Rob,
they
give
do.
me a call. Rob Kardashian, give me a call. Now.
You like Rob? Let's get into that. What's your type? What is Lolly's type
Lolly
in a guy?
don't have a type. I love them all.
So they can be black, white, Hispanic,
Chinese, skinny,
Asian.
fat, toothless. It doesn't matter. What can you bring?
Toothless.
What can you bring to the table that makes Lolly happy?
So does this man have to be a godly man, or
Of
can he
course.
be in the world?
He needs to be a God-fearing man at the end of the day. I may play a lot, but at the end of the day, when I'm ready to settle down, he needs to be a God-fearing man.
So when do you expect to settle down? Or you're focused on your
I'm not
career
focused.
driven?
I'm not focused on a man right now.
Good. That's really good.
No. But if
one came along,
But if he just so happened to come,
came along,
be the Lord's will.
So do you think that you see yourself settling down in the
Probably
in a year,
30.
Okay. And you're what, 24?
Going on 25 in March. Yeah.
So we got 5 years. Who was it? Tank?
Tank married.
Oh, you never know.
I'm not a homewrecker.
That's the PKs talking. You never know. And then we gave each other dab. I can't with myself. Sorry, Lord. Sorry, Jesus. So, it's hard for me to find friends that connect with me on a spiritual level. Mm-hmm. Do you find that difficult at your age?
No.
Really? Interesting.
No. I mean, I meet people where they are.
But you're from California, right?
Correct.
It's difficult for me because I'm from Ohio, so a lot of my church friends are still back there. So this is like a new,
scenery
everything.
Right.
And so that's what makes it a little bit difficult for me. So you said that you meet them at their level.
Yeah.
Explain that.
Well, I mean, if you're alcoholic, then, hey, I'll have a drink with you. What you want to talk about? But do you know Jesus saved, girl? Let's throw this shot back.
Right.
But you know Jesus saved, right?
No.
That's what I mean. I meet you where you are. You at the strip club or, you've been, raped or you pregnant or you about to have an abortion. Hey, let's chop it up about God. How can I help you?
No, I get it. So you're pretty much saying you meet them where they are. You don't shy away from anyone because they're a drinker or they're a stripper or they're anything. You try to, you share your light. And that's what we're supposed to do as, people
PKs,
of Christ.
Preacher's daughters.
No, seriously.
Yeah.
And I really love that. I love that about you. So tell me, how do you deal with certain situations? Because I really want to talk, because people are really hating on you, hardcore. Do you talk to God about it? What has he told you? What to do?
Well, he told me this was going to happen. Mm-hmm. You're going to have haters. You're going to, just as much people love you, just as much people's going to hate you, And I just said, okay, God, I'm down, They say hurtful things, but at the end of the day, like I said, they don't know who they are as a person, whether it's a man or a woman that's criticizing me. Mm-hmm. You have to know who you are to understand who Lolly is.
Exactly. What was your most memorable experience?
In Cabo?
In Cabo, yes.
Oh.
Tell us details. I want the tea.
What's the most experienced? When I partied by myself, every time I was by myself, I enjoyed it.
Uh-huh.
It was just like, Lolly, you can take on the world. I've never been away from home. Uh-huh. So to leave my family, it's 5 of us, and just to party and turn out by myself, what? I could do this any day.
Oh my gosh.
So that was the most memorable.
So what was something that you regret from the show?
Cursing a lot. Mm-hmm. Now that I see that a lot of young girls watch, it's just not, it shouldn't come out of a lady's mouth. But I'm in my 20s, not giving that an excuse, but I'm growing up. Mm-hmm. Give me a minute.
Yeah.
But yeah, the cursing.
So how does your parents feel about you being on Preacher's Daughter?
Oh, my daddy claps every episode.
Really?
That's my baby.
Really?
Good or bad. We keep it real in my house.
That's really, really great. I'm glad that he's really supportive of you, especially because, it is reality.
It's my mom. She cries every Friday. I'm like, oh my God, go to your room.
Why does she cry? Because she's just happy to see you on TV?
No, she's like, oh my God, Lolly, what else are you going to do? Like, I'm not going to have any more friends. I'm like, well, shit, they ain't giving us money anyway.
Does her friends kind of criticize you or pass judgment?
I mean, they have, but they ain't paying none of my bills.
Do you ever confront them?
No. No.
Do you still go to frequent the church that you were going to when you left your dad's?
No.
What about your dad's? Did you go back?
Yeah.
Do they treat you differently?
No. That church, that's going to always be my church home. Them people was really the core. They're my backbone. And they welcome me back with open arms.
They probably was like, girl, we already knew you were going to be a celebrity because
they know.
Yeah.
They know. They've always known that. So, yeah.
So how did you feel when you found out that you were going to be on Preacher's Daughters?
I was happy. I couldn't wait to leave. I'm like, what are you guys waiting for? Put me on a plane. And I'm happy they took that long to put me on a plane because I was with Tamar, girl.
Really?
And that was my first time flying. I said, if this plane go down, I'm dying with Tamar.
Wait, so how did you end up on the same plane as Tay Tay?
Because she was going out there to film for her show.
You know that's my boo, Tay Tay boo. Hey, boo.
Hey, Tamar, we Preacher Daughters.
So speaking of Tamar, she's on The Reel. And I know that one of the panelists on The Reel, she kind of called you out for something. Tell us about it.
Yeah, I was like, please, not on national TV. I already knew where she was going with it. I hear that. I've heard that my whole life. Lottie, you gonna have a testimony, and I'm like, oh God. But yeah, she's right.
So pretty much for those who do not know or was not watching, Tamara pretty much said you're running from God, pretty much. Like you just need to focus and listen to him and follow his lead. And your reaction was?
I am running. I am running. I'm trying to run fast.
So tell me, I want to know more because I read that story and I listened to it, but I really want to know, like, why, in your words, why you're right in front of me. Why are you running from God?
Because my life is a testimony, and I feel like I haven't completed the test. I'm still being tested right now, so it's really nothing to share. But once I'm done with the test, the world will know.
When I can relate to you with the whole running situation too, because everybody will always tell me like, Ashley, you're going to be a preacher, and you're going to be this. And
I'm like, a preacher.
I'm like, who are you talking to? Me? No, honey, she's going to be on TV, but not preaching.
Right.
I'm like, sorry, Lord, but no. And so they would be like, oh, you're running, you need to listen. I'm like, how about you sit down and you stop running, chasing me, trying to tell me what I'm doing wrong? Like, I just can't.
You know what I think it is, and I think we're going to do is, with this generation, we can't invite everybody to church. We have to go and get them. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he got us doing. We got to go into the wilderness and get his people because he coming back.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people who say that, they feel that we are being misled or we're going in the wrong direction. And you never know where God will lead you. And it's up to, it's an individual thing. And it's a relationship that you have personally with God.
Right.
And no one can really interfere with that. And it kind of irritates me because it's like people will tell you all the time what you should be doing. And I'm looking at their life like, sips tea.
Right.
What? Like, that's not, to me, that's not love. And that's not Christian-like. And you shouldn't be so judgy. I hate, like, judgy
But
people.
they claim they know Jesus. Okay.
Do they?
I can't think they do.
So one thing that I also wanted to touch on is this world or society, our generation being just like so hypersexual. Like everything is about sex. The way we dress is about sex. The way we act is just sex sells. And because we both are in the entertainment industry, we know that works.
Right.
If we put a picture up on Instagram half naked with our booty tooted, we gon' you can become an Instagram hoe.
Right.
And just be making racks on racks on racks.
Right.
So how do you feel? Would you ever do that? Would you ever take it to that Kim K level? Sorry, Kim K, but
I'm not gonna never say never, but I mean it is so you can do it and still be tasteful. I can go to the club in this dress and still pull
Super
all
cute.
the men there and still probably pull your husband, which I have.
Tank.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not.
Tank. Can you please call up? Take is probably a lollipop. You never know.
Don't say that.
Probably a lollipop.
But yeah, I think a lot of girls should actually cover it up. If you ask me, not because
not to
just leave some to the imagination.
No, I believe me, I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, every once in a while, I'll toot it and boot it.
Yeah,
I'll let it hang. But it's like either I have on a low cut shirt and like some pants, or I'll have on like a little mini.
But some girls can't help the way they're shaped, regardless of what they have on. So at the end of the day, whatever floats your boat, just leave something to the imagination.
Right. So tell me what's coming up for you next.
Girl, it's a lot in store for Lolly, but you guys will just have to wait and see.
So can you tell us anything? Because I know your fans want to know. All the lollipops want to know what can they expect from you next. Give us one project you're working on.
In due time, guys.
So will we see you on TV? Will we see you in movies? Are you working on music?
Lolly does it all. Lollipops, hello. Please tell me something that I don't do. I'll wait. Okay.
I love it. You are so confident, and you are such an extraordinary person. Thank you so much for coming in. And just remind everyone, I know I've said it so many times, but just let everyone know where they can find you on social media.
Lollywood.
And is that on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook?
Facebook, absolutely.
Perfect. And guys, you know where you can find me, Ashley Gray TV, on Twitter and on Instagram. Make sure that you check out my website, and make sure that you check out Preacher's Daughters, Lifetime, 10 o'clock, right?
Yes.
10
Preacher's
o'clock.
Daughters.
Thank you so much. See you next week.
Bye.
From producers Maria Menounos, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, Kevin Undergaro, and the entire BHL crew, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us at info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I'm your BHL announcer, Scipio. Instagram me at Planet Scipio. Thank you for tuning in.
Hollywood Redefined.
The views expressed here are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.